guys, welcome along. My name's Jackie. I'm editor of Nook and Find. I hope everyone's having a fantastic week. I wanted to start off by apologising because I sound unwell. I've been unwell all week. I'm on the mend now, but I think you can still hear it, so I'm sorry if that's the case. So today we're talking about kitchens and kitchen makeovers, do's and don'ts, and 5 rules, because as you know, the kitchen is the place in the home that has the most traffic. It's the most used for obviously practical reasons, and there are rules that you have to follow. Well, you don't have to do anything, but rules that if you follow them, you will have a beautiful kitchen as well as a seamlessly practical kitchen. We've all been guilty of looking on Pinterest, seeing a kitchen and saying that's the one for me, and not really considering the space you're working with or anything. You don't look at the size, you just think, I want that. And a lot of the time, that might not work in the space you've got. So I wanted to run over 5 key things that you need to look out for when considering a new kitchen or a kitchen renovation. Number 1, reimagining the kitchen island. Now, we've all seen them absolutely stunning pictures on Instagram or Pinterest of the beautiful quartz top kitchen island with the family gathered round. There's a beautiful centerpiece. It just looks idyllic. However, a lot of the times we haven't got the giant kitchens that could hold these beautiful islands. If you have, lucky you, well done. Invite us round for a cuppa. But if not, all is not lost. Using something like this butcher block trolley. Every single day. Not only is it mobile, so you can move it around, but it's also practical. It can act as a kitchen, as a centre island, but it can also be moved to be used as a worktop for when you are actually working in the kitchen. It's beautiful, it's got lots of storage. I think it's beautiful, and it's not too expensive either, but it's a really good alternative if you are desperate for the island look but maybe do not have the space. Number 2, sourcing practical but stylish pieces for your kitchen. Now, one of my favourite ways to style up a kitchen is with the use of flowers, and I just love how you can change it for the seasons, because I like to seasonalise, if that's even a word. I like to seasonalise my house. So right now it's not quite spring, even though we are in spring. I'm more Easter, and then as soon as Easter's over, I'll go into full-on spring. So I like to be able to change my flowers and the wreath on the door and things like that. I like to change them in line with the seasons. So flowers allow us to change with the seasons, but also get what we want, and the impermanence of it means that you're always excited and you can always change up your look in your kitchen. I love these. I know a few places do them now, the flower subscriptions, but I really particularly love Buy Blooms. Like the moon needs to... I will link them below. The flowers are stunning, absolutely stunning. However, you can tell them what you want as well. You can go with their recommendations, and let me tell you, oh my goodness, they are beautiful. They look like they fell out of a Instagram heaven page. They're just gorgeous, but also you can specify what you want, which is really, really good. And if you get a subscription, it's just showing up, and you just getting excited about your subscription coming through every week. I love it. So I would recommend a flower subscription, and like I said, Buy Blooms was my favourite. Also, if you have any other empty spaces, the immediate thought is let's fill it up with bits and bobs. But for me, I would really sit down and think about the look that you want. Think about the size of your kitchen, the lighting. If you've got a massive kitchen and you haven't got many pieces, it would be better to go for larger pieces rather than lots of little ones, because then it just looks cluttered. But with the larger pieces, it looks purposeful and stylish. And alternatively, if you have got a smaller kitchen, go for less. It doesn't have to be small pieces, but it has to be much, it should be much less. For example, these apothecary jars.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you.
From Rocket St. George, they are so stylish. They come in a set, but you can actually use them. You can use them for your utensils, and it just looks like there's a point, but also super stylish in your kitchen. I just love Rocket St. George. I just think every time I go on that website, I find something else. It's so nice. Number 3, let's talk coffee. One of my favourite talking points is coffee. I recently, well, it's quite recently, purchased the Nespresso. It was the DeLonghi Latissima 1.
I just wanna love you, just wanna.
And the reason I purchased that one was because I like, despite the fact that you always see me with a black coffee, I like it's got the milk frother. It's got the milk frother on the side of it, and I don't eat dairy, so even with oat milk, not quite so much with the coconut milk, but with oat milk, and I'll probably do this vanilla oat milk. It's really nice. It froths it up so well, and you get yourself the most gorgeous latte. So it was important to me to have the frother on the side of it. So the Latissimo, I think I'm saying that right, Latissimo 1 is perfect for that. And it's not that expensive. I've seen Nespressos for way more money than that. And Nespresso also have a subscription service, and you can set that to how much you want. I pay, I think it's £35 a month I pay, but you can pay less or you can pay more depending on how much coffee you drink. That's probably a little bit too much for me, but the hubby will be home soon and he lives for coffee. So £35, and I think I get 100 pods a month for that. I can't remember. But if you don't use all your credits, you can use it on appliance stuff, like if you wanted to add other things. I can't even remember what that is, if I'm perfectly honest. There's add-ons, and there's like storage boxes for your pods, because you can make that stylish. They also have this really good recycling service where you get the recycle bags. They don't cost you anything, and you fill them up to the line. Every time your little bin is full, you pop them in the recycle bag, and when the pods come up to a line, you can either arrange a collection or take it into a boutique. And that's just really good, because I think until this service came along, it was quite wasteful because they are recyclable. So well done, Nespresso. But that coffee machine, I've got a white one, and it's really stylish. And like I said, I had to purchase separately a holder for the pods, and there's lots of different ones. Amazon has got absolutely tons of them, but they're really super stylish, and they look more than what they are, and I just love it, you know. Number 4, getting the lighting right. Now, we've talked about lighting a few times throughout all these videos because it's super important. Now, the kitchen is no different, and your kitchen is supposed to be a bright place because of the practicality of your kitchen. It needs to be bright so you can see what you're doing. If you have a dull kitchen or a smaller kitchen with a smaller window so it's not as bright, there are ways that you can brighten up your kitchen. Obviously, lights. Now, I love the strip lights. I've spoken about them before, but I'll link some below for you because they're really inexpensive, and they actually are stickers. They'll stick underneath the wall units for a start, or you can put them on top and they'll shine up. There's loads of ways you can use them. And then also you can use spotlights, and with the smart technology you can set them to be as bright as you want at a particular time. So if it's evening time and you want to lower them a bit, give yourself a bit of ambience, you can do that as well. I'll link them below as well, because again, relatively inexpensive for what they do, but you can fake natural light. If you get spotlights, it gives you, they're not like intrusive, so you can still add some statement lights and it won't look too much like pendulums over an island or something like that. It still gives you plenty of room to play about with lighting, as long as you've got the core lighting to brighten up the kitchen. Another way that you can brighten your kitchen is obviously through paint. So I strongly suggest that you check out our video on spring colours of 2021, which we looked at Farrow & Ball's colours for that, because they are stunning. I will link the video here. However, if your dream is a darker kitchen, I have seen some stunning kitchens where the cabinetry is dark. Like, I particularly love Railings and Hague Blue from Farrow & Ball, but there are loads of colours that you can choose from.
World on fire. You said my word.
I would suggest, depending on the size of your kitchen obviously, but I would suggest going for a lighter worktop, lighter tiles and backsplash, and maybe play around with the handles and hardware around the kitchen. There's so much you can do with that kind of thing now, and they're the things that make statement. And finally, check out the design of your kitchen. Like, is it functioning? Are your appliances, the ones you've got out, are they necessary? Are you going to use them every day? If not, put them away, because you don't want it to be cluttered in your kitchen. Your kitchen is, yes, it's for practical use, you also want it to look nice. So if you've got a smaller kitchen and your food mixer is always out, but you only use it like twice a month, put it away. What's the point? I know some people who put their toasters and kettles away. I know some people who don't have a kettle. One of the things that you might find useful to remember when redesigning your kitchen is something called the kitchen triangle. Your appliances should not be less than 4 feet apart or more than 9 feet apart. And by appliances, I'm talking about your fridge, your sink and your oven. That's assuming that around where your sink is where your food prep happens. You want that nice triangle, so you can just turn around dead quick, get what you need. Ooh, a little bit more salt, there you go. You know what I mean? I think if you're cooking at one end of the kitchen, but you're having to run to the fridge at the other end of the kitchen, it's probably not going to work. Well, it will work, but you're making the job hard for yourself, aren't you? That's not what the kitchen's about. The kitchen is supposed to be a nice experience. Except when certain people try and come in and teach you how to cook your own meals. No, you are. No, honey. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it was a short one, but it was just a few hints and tips on what to do if you're considering renovating or getting a new kitchen. I would love to get a new kitchen right now. You know when you just want to get your teeth into something? Can't wait. But like I said, if you want any more information, please go over to my website, www.nookandfind.co.uk. I am going to link it below, so you can just click the link. I'm also going to link below everything I've spoke about today. So if you need any of them things, just have a quick look. Other than that, I will see you guys next Thursday. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Every single day, you said